So recently DBD added this abandoned feature, and it's actually been quite useful, I must say. It's been one of those features that really is a huge boost to the quality of life of the game, and it allows you to simply just move on to the next match, move on with your day, get out of an unfun situation even quicker. And that's a huge, huge plus for this game because I can't tell you how many times I have been stuck in a match where there's just nothing you can do and you just want to move on, but you can't because the killers decided to slug you out for the whole 4 minutes. But here's the thing about the abandoned feature. I actually believe there have been many times when someone in a match has been able to escape, but instead they chose to abandon the match because it was just easier, quicker, and maybe more of a relief to just get out of the match as quickly as possible and get to the next one. And I kind of understand why people just quickly go on to the next match because you know what? I've been there. I have been slugged. I have been left to die, left to rot on the floor of a trial somewhere, whether it's a twins or a comp blight, I don't know. Name anything. I've went against it almost everything. Whenever you've been in one of those matches, you just want to move on, get to the next match as soon as possible. So abandoned feature is a classic, good old way to get to that next match and just be done and move on with your day. But those times where there's still that 1% chance where you can still escape if you actually give it a try. And maybe it involves some effort, I know. But maybe if you actually just, I don't know, crawl to an exit gate, find the hatch if you know where it can spawn. Maybe someone might have Unbreakable, who knows? There's always a chance, from my experience, that someone can still escape. Now, of course, there are situations where, realistically speaking, no one's going to escape. You're totally fine to just abandon the match and move on. But I feel like the abandoned feature has almost encouraged people to feel more inclined to get out of a match sooner. And that's totally fine. If people want to do that, that is their prerogative because, you know what? It's a feature in the game now. And have I said feature enough? I don't think so. But it is a feature in this game. And if that is something that the game is offering you to choose, by all means, go ahead, abandon the match. But for me, if there's still that 1% chance I can still escape, I might just give it that effort and just see how far can I go with this. Is there actually a chance? Can I find hatch? Can I don't know, maybe crawl to an exit gate? Who knows? If there's a chance, I'm willing to give it that try, realistically speaking. Because you know what? You might be able to change the outcome from a 4K to a 3K, or maybe a 3K to a 2K. But I also don't blame you if you just want to move on to the next match. It's just a video game. Thanks for watching.